Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Final Fantasy XIV playthrough video as we walk to the end. Let's get into a recap. Last time, with the final days well underway in Thavner and the rest of Eorzea, the Warrior of Light is set to journey from Radzat Han back to the Crystarium in the First. In order to gain more insight into the final days as the Ancients experienced it, we would speak with the only ancient entity we know to somewhat exist. Whatever etheric remains of Elpis are stored in the Crystal Tower. But beforehand, we would have to catch up with our friends and get the key from Lena, as we managed to also run into the entirety of the First while here. Morin and Beck Lug, Ricky Teo and the kids, our beautiful branch Feo Ul, who wasn't too pleased we never called, and of course Reen. Upon entering the ocular once again, the fleeting memories of many a meeting come flooding back to us, and we enter the late Exarch's private study to engage with the tower using his memory transference vessel. The tower's internal Allagan systems guide us to a projection of Elpis' ether contained within, as he appears before us in ancient childlike form and can instantly sense Zodiark's destruction. But he agrees to share some few of his remaining memories of the convocation, thanks to the crystals we collected, returning what little memory of his friends were held inside. He speaks of the ancient Fandaniel's research efforts in understanding celestial currents, helping them to forestall the final days, and goes on to acknowledge the name Elpis, but says he knows this as the name of a place instead of a flower, a facility for testing their creations, where before joining the convocation and becoming Fandaniel, he was their chief known as Hermes. Elpis tells the Warrior of Light that we should travel to Elpis during the time of the Ancients, and that this will be his last act, using the remaining ether to carry out the procedure. After crossing the ethereal sea, we arrive before an aetheryte small and thinly present amongst the now humanized Ancients. And after attempting to grab the attention of some locals, we observe the arrival of two familiar strangers, who would later introduce themselves as Hythlodaeus, our new old friend, and of course our former foe, a young and slightly less grouchy, though not by much, Emet. Turns out that they can perceive the ether of our presence, likening it to that of Azem's, and Emet hesitantly agrees to spare some of his abundant ether, powering those radiant flowing locks, to help us materialize a bit better, grow to adult size, and converse with them. With a limited explanation available, else we destroy the space-time continuum, we discover a mutual goal of exploring Elpis and finding Hermes. And so we set out into the world unsundered, and what can only be described as the heavenly gardens of creation, Elpis. Introductions out of the way, we must remain inconspicuous, and so to blend in, we start the day off by killing some butterflies to create our robes, before setting out again to find Hermes. Not long after, we find him alongside a small, blue, winged, childlike creature who instantly takes a liking to the Warrior of Light and introduces herself via telepathy as Meteon, wanting to be friends. Hermes explains that she is a personal creation of his undergoing testing in Elpis, and we head to the main building for more important convocation discussions. During business discussions, Fandaniel has decided to step down, and as such has named Hermes as his preferred successor, explaining why Emet and Hythlodaeus are here to take his measure. Though Hermes is seemingly struggling to accept the implication that if he were to accept, it would mean his former chief in Fandaniel would return to the star whence they came, fulfilling their duty and in essence, die. He can't understand why someone with so much left to give would call it quits so early. Meteon is a little disturbed by this, and so Hermes requests that we take her for a walk. And as we speak to some of those around Elpis, and this guy, Meteon reveals that her power isn't in fact telepathy, but instead a conversion of her emotions into words and intentions by intelligent beings, and this is vital to her purpose. As we return to Hermes and the others, we set out to observe his tasks. Along the way, he explains the difference between a living being and arcane entity. Living beings possessing a soul, arcane entities are those spontaneously born out of magic or natural phenomena, and that it is not for mankind to decide what is living and not. Amongst our philosophically heavy existential conversations, we feed the lightning pneuma until stumbling across Elpis in Elpis. Flowers born of the hand of a former researcher and subject to the influence of an energy apart from ether, much like the name Akasha Nidana mentioned. They call this energy dynamis. Those entities that have the ability to interact with this energy, like Meteon, are known as entelechies. Hermes ponders that if we were somehow able to harness this dynamis energy, we could open the door to limitless possibilities. Totally not why he created Meteon, no. He just wanted a being that could traverse the universe. You know, just the basics. And that's about where we left it off. Don't forget, if you're new here, to hit the subscribe button and give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Become a member if you want to help support my channel. I appreciate all of you guys. And head over to our Discord server if you guys want to hang out or get involved. All of the links and stuff are in the description below as always. Appreciate you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let's get into the episode. Not that I or anyone else would be able to make use of it even if we knew, but it irks me to discover that there is an entirely different form of energy. And no one told me. That personal annoyance aside, Hermes' knowledge is undeniably impressive. Given that there are none among the 14 who specialize in the celestial, he would be a welcome addition. Assuming he can be persuaded to join, that is. I still can't understand his hesitation. Why did you join the convocation? Oh ho, you wish to know why Emet Selk was chosen for the convocation? I should be glad to share the tale. It began when... Not another word. Lest you've forgotten, we're here to learn about Hermes, not me. My misspent youth is not your concern. Touchy subject, huh? What now? I want to learn about the convocation. If you would accompany us, I suppose you should at least know that much. The Convocation of 14 is a governing body that determines myriad policies. Our goal is to ensure that all is right in creation, that our star may know a brighter future. As the name suggests, the council is comprised of 14 offices, each of which is held by an individual chosen for their surpassing abilities. Depending on the office, one is required to either be an authority in a certain field or possess skills that would facilitate the performance of their stipulated duties. The former category includes Metron, specialist in aquatic life, Logriff, specialist in terrestrial life and husbandry, Halmarut, specialist in fungal and plant life, Emerulolf, specialist in medicine and healing, and La Habrea, specialist in creation magics, who has brought forth phantom beings of the highest complexity. As for the latter category, there is Ultima, advocate of the arts, Igiorum, oh god, remember? Champion of enlightenment and rhetoric, Pashtarot, preserver of discipline and order, Emet Selk, keeper of the ethereal realm, or underworld in the vernacular, that's where the Hades part comes from, Fandaniel, pursuer of extant phenomena, and Azem, it's me, traveler of the world and counselor to the people. What? Should I be revealing such details to you? Don't be silly, even children know this much, and you would do well to remember it all. My apologies for the wait. I've inspected the Ampelos to my satisfaction. All is well with the creature, and I dare say it won't be long ere it is released unto the world. Another creation, however, reportedly isn't faring so well, the Charybdis. That is what we shall tend to next. If you would follow me, my friends, we shall return to the Main Isle and head north. Okay. What the fuck? These are sick. Cool. A serpentine bird or a winged snake. I would say this one's more like a winged snake. There's a slight difference in etheric balance between these Charybdises. By this, it may be assumed that they aren't the original creations, but their offspring. Ah. Is this where Leviathan doesn't have wings. I understand there is a problem with one of the Charybdis. Yes, that's right. This little fish. I want to give him little chin rubs. As you know, the Charybdis is based on a sea creature. Owing to adjustments to enhance its affinity to wind, it is capable of flight. The specimens created from the concept could all fly without issue, but a problem arose in subsequent generations. This third generation creature was born with an etheric balance leaning strongly towards water. Its aquatic sign reasserting itself, it would seem. The result being its affinity to wind is diminished, and it cannot fly. No matter what we try, we can't get it to rise even the slightest bit. Sag. For such change to manifest in so few generations, I fear they are too unstable, flawed. With your permission, I will revert the creatures and recommend to the Bureau that the concept be revised. Aww. So do they just like die then? With its etheric balance leaning towards water, the Charybdis would indeed struggle to manipulate wind. Yet it is too early to conclude that it cannot fly. Having failed at first, it may simply have developed a fear. I shall transform and fly with it, helping to manipulate wind until it finds its wings. What? You needn't go to such lengths. You can transform? You don't know? But of course not. Transformation is an art in which one manipulates a vast quantity of ether to construct another body around oneself. In practice, this allows one to assume any conceivable form, and thereby transcend the limits of one's flesh. Yet, convenient though it may be, transforming in the presence of others is considered vainglorious in the extreme, as uncouth and unseemly as running about robeless. Shameful. He's just mad about everything. Am I to understand you make a habit of this? Nothing of the sort. It's just that when transformed I can wield the wind and fly. It may seem excessive, but what is our shame next to the lives of these creatures? They deserve a chance, and we owe it to them to do all in our power. Be that as it may... Oh. He's gonna say yes. Yes, I believe I have a solution. Emet, may I trouble you to move that Charybdis away from its fellows, somewhere out of sight? Meanwhile, I'd like the rest of you to help me prepare here. What mischief are you scheming now? No mischief, I assure you. I would but spare you the need to report to your colleagues that Hermes committed an indiscretion. So have a little faith and run along. Oh, the run along line? Run along, little one. I trust you don't mind. So what's his plan? Hythlodaeus is a man of ideas. I wonder what he has thought up this time. We must help the Charybdis to fly, or else they will all die. Emet is out of sight. Good. Let's speak of the plan. It's a stroke of genius, really. We have Emet train the Charybdis. He doesn't know that he's gonna do that. What? Aside from being able to fly untransformed, he can readily see ether currents. And with his adept spellcraft, he can also employ suitable wind magics to guide the creature along. While he is indeed capable of all you described, it is not his duty. I am loath to trouble him with it. Don't be. As I mentioned, it would also be for his own sake. With that settled, let's begin at once. True, I want you to go with Emet. Tell him that you have a favor to ask. He will be disinclined to cooperate at first, but you mustn't be discouraged. Of course he will. With our friend, the trick is to be unflaggingly persistent. Off you go now, and good luck. I have a favor to ask, okay. Well, are your preparations for the scheme that is clearly not a scheme complete? Oh yeah, I gotta do the thing. I have a favor to ask. How do they spell favor? American spelling. Oh no, you don't. I'm not lifting a finger. I don't know what Hythlodaeus is up to, and I will not be made to know. I refuse. If Hythlodaeus is to be believed, relentless insistence may serve to wear down the ever-weary Emet. Please, Emet. Okay. Please, Emet. Did I spell it wrong? I didn't put the comma in. I hate that so much, dude.
No, no, no. You are not foisting this nonsense on me.
Come on. Emet,
I'm given to
Emet.
understand you have the power to help the Charybdis, and should be quite willing to do so. And so I appeal to your better nature, most benevolent Emet self. Please teach it to fly.
Or else Hermes will transform. Right now.
He's gonna get Nikki.
Now, there's no need to go quite that far. Altruism is its own reward, as I'm sure he would agree.
Oh, would he now? And who contrived to put me in this position, pray tell?
I
Nothing
wonder.
So devious. I merely suggested a possible course of action.
Please, Emet Selk. Please.
He's such a pushover. He's totally gonna do it. Easy.
I did not come all this way to play nursemaid to your creations. I thank you to remember this favor and let it be the last.
Easy peasy. Just ask him 3 times. Oh shit, look at that. I want it.
I will aid it once it has taken to the air. It falls to you to shepherd it skyward.
Well, let's relax and enjoy the spectacle, shall we?
Job done. This is something else, huh? Did not expect us to put the feet up and watch Emet Selk on a whatever the fuck this
You
is.
were wondering why Emet Selk joined the convocation. Truth be told, he wasn't the first choice for the office. I was, on the strength of my ability to see ether. But I declined the offer. For though my vision is exceptional, I am pedestrian in all other aspects. Worse even, quite abysmal when it comes to manipulating ether, for example. Couldn't transform even if I had a mind to do so. What good is the ability to perceive a problem if one cannot act to address it?
True.
Emet Selk has no such shortcomings. He excels in vision and manipulation both, the latter to an extraordinary degree. If there is a mage more powerful, I do not know of them.
I'm not a mage though, am I?
Thus did I recommend him for the office in my stead. And I wasn't the only one. Far from it. Countless others vouched for his skill and character. People the world over, to whom he had previously lent a helping hand. Oh, how surprised he was. Claimed he hadn't done anything remarkable for anyone. Modest to a fault. He deserved every bit of acclaim he received. Yet he may well have gone unappreciated were it not for a mutual friend. A singular soul who can't help but involve himself in the business of others. Where he walks, excitement is certain to follow. His antics irritate Emet Selk to no end. But much of his grumbling stems from genuine concern. When our friend calls, he never fails to answer and lend his talents.
I'm so interested if we're gonna
And
meet
in
as
course of doing so, he himself came to be recognized and respected by those around him.
Damn, Emet.
They are truly remarkable individuals, and I'm proud to call them friends.
Aww. This is so weird though. It's like, it's almost like after your death, if you were able to like come back down and meet your friends in the past, and they didn't know you were their friend, and like how they'd speak about you. You know what I mean?
To help them realize their dreams. This will be my greatest contribution to our world. And when they have fulfilled their respective purposes, so too shall I have fulfilled mine. And together we may return to the star.
Aww.
Look at me, spilling my innermost secrets. I can't seem to help it with you. I can only assume it is due to the color of your soul. I just don't understand how you can be so alike and yet so different.
Well done, my pet. Well done!
Of course, we get an interruption. We get into like the deep, heartfelt, intriguing conversation, and they snatch it away. That's an inn. I know it. That's a dynamo.
Ah, yes. I dare say the Charybdis will be fine hereon. Why don't you go and signal to Emet Selk? Let him know that his arduous task is at an end.
Surely that wasn't too difficult for him, right? I love how it has a cape. Like, why does it need a cape? Emerging from his reverie, Emet Selk notices you and begins to descend with the Charybdis. I have no words to express my gratitude. Thanks to you, the Charybdis has learned to fly. He looks happy now, he's like, yay! And Tu and I could relax and have a pleasant chat. I'm sure you did. The creature needed some small assistance at first, but soon it was flying more or less on its own. I doubt you will need to repeat the lesson. Thanks, Emet. Thanks, Uncle Emet. That was truly impressive. I witnessed it all from afar. The Charybdis flies. Indeed. With this, we've proven that even a creature with skewed etheric balance is capable of flight. Though we helped it to achieve this, the Charybdis is a herd animal. They may well aid their struggling kin in like fashion if and when the need arises. Keeping this in mind, I bid you continue observing them, if that is what you want. But if I may say so, rather than hoping an idealistic possibility comes to pass, would it not be simpler to have the concept adjusted? That way we could guarantee the anomalies such as the specimen are never born in the first place. Genetic alteration, I like it. These creatures are already here. We will spare no effort in giving them a chance to survive. As you wish, Chief, as you wish. It just like wiggles away. Hermes? I'm fine, don't worry. Well, that concludes all of my present tasks. Let us return to Anagnorisis for now. Okay. Again, I have no idea where this is headed. I feel like these are just like, you know, banking some time until the next big thing. I mean, it's probably good to have some breather time from what happened last time, you know? From that crazy shit. All the creations are happy. That makes me happy too. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. At the end, most of all. Aww. What? Want to apologize for forcing me to help, do you? Save your breath. You didn't force me to do anything. I merely chose the most expeditious way to have done with an impediment to our business. Very smart. Ithlodeus is like, sure, buddy. Tell me too, in the course of watching me, have you learned aught of value? Not sure what I'm looking for, but I don't think I've found it yet. Dynamis seemed promising. Probably, Dynamis, yeah. Dynamis, you say? Curious that such an obscure phenomenon should be of interest to you. Who dis? Seasoned observer. Chief Hermes, what good fortune to find you here. Is something the matter? The Lykaon, I'm afraid it's done it again. No sooner did we release one for observation than it set upon the nearby Occupates, slaughtering them. Oh dear. Was the creature hungry or somehow provoked? I had just fed them myself, and the Occupates were keeping a wide berth. It is the nature of the Lykaon that is to blame. Their innate viciousness. Temperament aside, it is an outstanding creation, perfect in form and function. Though it may not be suited for release, I've no doubt that the Bureau will accept its concept for preservation. In any case, weird camera work. In any case, there's no point in postponing the inevitable. Doros will revert them once all the paperwork is in order. Where is the scene of the incident? Huh. Just off the path to the 12 Wonders. As you make your way, you should see it on the left. I don't know if Doros is still there, however. Hermes, wait! If this is part of his work, then I would observe. We follow. Oh my god, it's a slaughter. Look away, child. It's heavy. Hermes' pain. The Occupati is no easy prey. With its hooves and horns, it was designed to be formidable even on land. Yet they didn't stand a chance against the Lykaon. A fearsome beast, this Lykaon. But where is it now? The lacerations and burns are unmistakable. The Lykaon was indeed responsible. But the creature is nowhere to be seen. Doros must have taken it away. The man makes his base at the 12 Wonders. I shall go and seek him out there. Emet and I will search the area for good measure, just to make sure the Lykaon did not escape. My thanks. Let us meet at the 12 Wonders when you have finished. I will go on ahead. Please follow with 2. What is the 12 Wonders? Come, come. It's down this path and over the bridge. There it is, the 12 Wonders. Hermes is looking for Doros. Let's look for Doros too. He's a man with long blonde hair, I think. I'll know him when I see him. If you're with Meteon, then I assume you're on errand for Hermes. What can I do for you? Sorry, wrong person, we're looking for Doros. Ah, I see. We do have similar hair, so people often mistake us from afar. I hope you find him soon. Damn it. Once I get back and record today's results, I should definitely be able to put that report to bed. Yes, finish the TPS reports. Not Doros. His hair is long, but the color is wrong. That's what I said. Why are we even talking to this guy? See ya, bro. Good luck with your reports. Doros, that's Doros. Well now, if it isn't Meteon, what brings you here? Ah, I thought I heard familiar voices. Didn't realize you two had decided to help me search for Doros. Thank you. You're in charge of the Lykaon... Lykaones. How do you say this? I believe. Where are they now? Out in the fields, in restraints. Frenzied as they were, I couldn't well return them to Charybdis. Once I've submitted my report, I'll see them reverted without delay. It's as he says, the beasts are indeed quite ferocious. You're one of the 14? What brings you here? Nothing you need concern yourself with, as you were. We've heard the news that a Lykaon slaughtered Occupates. As the observer in charge, you are of the opinion that they are not fit to be released? Aye, I am. Their abnormal aggression and exceptional strength makes for a highly problematic combination. It matters not where they are released, Lykaons would threaten other species and upset the natural order. Could it be that the specimens observed are an outlier? Highly unlikely. We've created a good many of them, all exhibited the same tendencies. Even when we used Kairos to begin with a fresh slate, their behavior was unchanged. Kairos? A memory reconfiguration system. The chief himself created it. It allows us to erase or alter memories. Oh. that we may observe creations in different environmental conditions without needing to remake them from scratch. Quite impressive, and potentially dangerous. Depending on the intensity of the etheric emissions, Pastorod may wish to have words with you. Uh-oh. Rest assured I've kept all values within prescribed limits, and to prevent misuse, its applications are limited to those authorized by the Chief Overseer. Do not misunderstand. To manipulate a subject's memories is an intrusive act I deeply abhor, but it is still preferable to execution. Come now, Chief, let's not be so melodramatic. What was born of ether is simply being reduced to its original state. Oh. This is getting deep. I know the distinctions concern you, but we mustn't lose sight of the bigger picture, making rational choices for the sake of a more prosperous star. If a creation cannot be properly studied even with the aid of Kairos, we remake it. If a creation is deemed a detrimental existence, we unmake it. 'Tis all for the greater good, and none question the necessity of such routine processes. I understand these things, I do. I would never think to unleash a clear and undeniable threat into the world, yet insignificant though their individual lives may be next to all creation, it is all the Lykaons have. Before we seal their fates, we owe it to these things to exhaust all options, to ensure that nothing has been overlooked. You know what this reminds me of? That episode, I don't know if you guys have watched The Next Generation, Star Trek, where they do the court case with Data. Is Data like a living thing? It feels like that a little bit. If you insist, let me provide you with a full report, and we may take it from there. Would it be possible for us to attend the discussion, that Emet Selk may better carry out his duties? By all means. Pray show them to the meeting room. Okay, big meet coming up. Big important meeting. I feel like his job's on the line. To man, other beings are just things, to be used and controlled like magic. That's what Hermes told me once. I fear this discussion may take a while, during which time, look after the kid. Okay. Meteon, are you feeling unwell? It's not me, Hermes, it's you. I won't go to the meeting. I'll stay with two. Loath though I am to impose, may I leave Meteon in your care again? Got it. I'm in your debt, if you'll excuse me. Yeah, I feel like he's gonna lose his job, to be honest. Can you help me with something too? The meeting will make Hermes sad, and I want to cheer him up with a flower. Hermes likes flowers the most, of all the creations in Elpis. Most creations are expected to be interesting, or beautiful, or strong, better in some way. But flowers are different. They're designed to suit our emotions, what we feel and want to convey. Hermes likes that. I can't make flowers, so I'll search for one, and I want you to search with me. Let's start here at the 12 Wonders. Vibrant purple flowers bigger than your hands adorn the tree. Oh, so big and bright, I love them. But they might be too bright. You have to think of the recipient, that's what Hermes said. A tall, slender tree arises before you. You crane your neck to look for flowers. Why did we walk up to a tree to find flowers? I don't understand why we're doing these things. If there were apples, we could have covered them in syrup. Let's head outside next. Don't worry, we won't wander far. It's like, yeah, you know, we're definitely going to find flowers on the tree trunk. Of course. Set on tall, thin stalk, the oddly shaped flower is mesmerizing in its undulations. Oh, a conion! A flower that can move. Oh wait, this is the flower. I thought that was like one of those Elpis things. It's kind of terrifying. When Hermes wasn't looking, it shot seeds at him. Not a good gift, maybe. But you're good at spotting flowers. We'll find something soon. Nothing around here. Ah, over there too. Something big, something huge. The Morble? Fuck off. We're not bringing him a Morble, dude. It's an Adonis? Ironically named. The things around his mouth look like petals, but the flowers are the orbs on its head. When Hermes inspected it, it swallowed him up. He didn't leave his room for days. What do you think, too? Would he like it? Of course we have to pick the hardest one to get. I'd rather not go near that thing. So not this one either. Finding a good flower, it's harder than I thought. I'm sorry too, but could we search a little more? Maybe as far as the fields over there. I'll pick something after that, I promise. Shiny object. I knew it! Of course! It was always gonna be this. It had to be. Oh, Elpis flowers, they're here too! Hermes likes and dislikes them at the same time. Like me, they're entelekis. Like me, they feel his pain and turn dark. That's only for Hermes though. For others, they're always wide and bright. So Hermes is depressed. Or dead. Wasn't that what happened to the other one? Truly, the flower was dark in your home. Then, do you have it too? A dark emotion? Many. I have been plagued by doubt and anxiety. I dare say I have a few. Smile. Everything is fine. You don't have to say it. I can feel it's something you want to hide. But won't you lend it to me? The darkness inside you? I want you to make the flower dark in front of Hermes. He's been in a dark place since before he created me. He needs to know that he isn't there alone, that others are sad too. Aww. Don't worry, I will share my depression. I will share it around. Truly, you'll do it. Thank you too, thank you. It means more to me than I can say. I can't wait to see how Hermes reacts. Let's go back and fetch him. I just hope it doesn't like, you know, compound and something happens. It's nighttime. Seems like it'd be really cold up here.
Oh, you were waiting for me.
You've finished talking?
Yes, we've come to a decision.
Wait, maybe he's depressed. Maybe the voice thing is gonna tie in because it's the same voice as Amon. Ooh, and that's why he's depressed as fuck. Maybe I'm onto something.
My thanks for keeping Meteon company. Emet Selk and Hythlodaeus have already retired to their rooms. There is room for you too, if you would follow me.
Oh.
Wait! I want to show you something first.
Okay. Uh-oh. He doesn't like that.
Elpis flowers?
Go on.
Be depressed. Go on. Channeling all the denials of my waifus. Oh my god. Purple though. They're actually kind of pretty.
You're not the only one, Hermes. Others feel sad too. You're not alone.
Oh.
I see Meteon has shared much with you.
This is an intervention, man. Oh, the mask. I was about to say, has he taken it off his mask yet? Ever? Ooh.
May we talk a moment?
The eyes, man. I actually kind of like them. They're sick. Bye, little fella.
I do not think it wrong that we live for the star, that we strive to make it a better place. And yet, in carrying out my duties here, there are times when I am plagued by doubt. Do you recall what Hythlodaeus said when we first spoke of my nomination? Death is the privilege of those who have fulfilled their purpose, a choice they embrace of their own free will, and when they depart, it is always beautiful. Perhaps it is, but only for man. Creations that he deems useless are discarded with nary a second thought. Some scarcely born into the world, afforded a handful of breaths before life and potential are abruptly extinguished.
The little hedgehog family.
We make an effort to spare them the pain, but they sense what awaits. Rage and anguish and cower and fear, and it is not beautiful. Yet no one cares. No one. So fixated are we upon the duty that we do not pause to question the method. Pain and suffering, confusion and despair, writ plain in the eyes of those poor creatures.
He should be a vet. He feels like he's that kind of a guy.
No one sees. We turn a blind eye and carry on in blissful ignorance. Not amiss. And always, always the blossoms shine pure and white. A contradiction so blatant I could scream, want to scream. How can you all accept this aberration? Then I wonder, am I the aberration for thinking thus? And I am filled with dread. But now I know I'm not alone. Not the only one for whom the flowers weep.
You're not alone, chat. We're all fucking depressed here. And it's only gonna
Go and
increase.
ask what you thought as you kneeled beside the Elpis. Or if you only did it at Meteon's insistence. Nevertheless, I thank you. To know that you too have experienced suffering is a comfort.
Little weirdly worded, but I get what he means. I can tell you all about suffering. Glad I could be of service. Trauma
So
bonding.
willingly lend an ear to ease my burden. You are a strange one.
It's my job, literally. Although he doesn't know.
The stars in the heavens. Know you what they are?
Stars?
Though it is too far to tell, each glittering light could be a world not unlike Aetheris. A world filled with life. So many stars, so many lives. For us, there may be no higher purpose than to live for our world. But what of the other living beings out there? What is it that gives their lives meaning? That drives them day after day after day? To pose that question to our undiscovered cousins, I created beings of dynamis, who can traverse the vast emptiness between the stars. Meteon and her sisters.
I see how it's all tying together. I did ask, why do they need to like traverse the stars? Why do they need to go across the universe? And then I never even thought about the whole forum thing with the moon. Aliens? Yeah, we're actually talking about aliens now. This took an unexpected turn.
I sisters. She has a great many of them, and they have already departed on their journey, traveling to one star and then the next in search of life. As one might expect, exploration on such a grand scale is rife with difficulties, and thus far I've naught to show for it.
This is kind of crazy, dude. What the fuck? Literally searching for aliens. This guy just like started his own search for aliens. I wonder how it played out.
But I have faith that we will make some manner of discovery ere long. And when we do, I should be glad to share our findings with you, in gratitude for your kindness. It's getting rather late. We had best find our beds. It would not do for both of us to be sleep-deprived on the morrow. Come, Meteion. Let us head back.
All right.
She doesn't know she was a being contrived for finding aliens. What's up there? Oh, I bet Heidelin's up there. We haven't heard anything from her yet. That's why she can sense it. Okay, well that was deep. An all too brief interlude perhaps, but it is time I attend to my next task. As Emet and Hythlodaeus are aware, we reached a verdict regarding the fate of the Lykaons. 7 were created for observation, and all 7 must be unmade. Doros has followed the correct protocols, and as chief overseer I can find no fault in his judgment. The Lykaons would disrupt the natural order, ravaging and consuming other species until they themselves starve and perish. They cannot be released into the wild, and they cannot be allowed to remain here in Elpis. I intend to petition the Bureau of the Architect to have the concept preserved as a restricted purpose, hazardous life form. Hythlodaeus has pledged to support me in this endeavor. Yet whatever the Bureau decides, the existing Lykaon... have served their purpose. Doros has already isolated the creatures, and is preparing to carry out the necessary measures. I will join him forthwith. It is my duty to witness the conclusion to this study. If you are resolved, then we have but to accompany you. Of course. Let us be off then. We return to the main aisle. Oh my god. Well, now we see them. Or they're already dead? Doros, are you hurt? What happened here? Oh. They caught me off guard. I had them bound with ethereal shackles, but they became frenzied, even more so than usual, and broke free. I was able to stop 4, the other 3 escaped. Interesting. I see them. 2 have taken to the air above the 12 wonders. Oh yeah, they can see the ether. The last is up ahead, lurking in the fields. You and 2 handle that one. The pair in the sky you can leave to me. If this is how it must end, then so be it. I will render assistance to Emet, unneeded though it is. The married couple. Meteion, you are to stay here with Doros. But Hermes... The Lykaons must be reverted. I would spare you their pain. And mine. No. This is my burden, not yours. But if you are intent on helping, then please follow my lead. There it is, our quarry. Within striking distance at present, but if it feels threatened, it may well flee beyond our reach. Here is my plan. You will approach slowly in full view, and draw the Lykaon's attention. Now I warn you, its abilities are as fiery as its temperament. Once it spots you, it will unleash orbs of flame. But fear not. By my measure, you are more equal to the task. Withstand the onslaught for a few brief moments, and that will give me time to catch it unawares. Ready? Let us begin. See this bow? You know what I did for this bow? Let me show you. Okay. More. I thought we were gonna fight him. Okay. Hey guys. You guys enjoy that little show?
Now.
He's gonna die, isn't he? Oh shit! That's the thing. That's really cool. I like that little detail. The do no harm snake around the thing, right?
Oh. Forgive me.
Oh.
Please, forgive me. May you and your kin find peace. Wherever your souls may drift in the underworld, may you find tranquil seas.
Speaking of the underworld.
Be not forgotten. In concept endure. To reclaim form and one day live again. Serve not the star, or any purpose save your own. Live again, if that be your desire.
Oh.
Hate, if that be your want. We are worthy. But leave your suffering behind.
It's like having to put down
Lay
a
down your
angry
burdens,
dog.
Be born anew. Fly high. Fly free.
Like if it bites someone, like a kid or something, it has to be put down.
Join the convocation, Hermes.
What?
You do not belong here.
Leave to replace another. To be replaced. It changes nothing. Tell me, do you think it right that we sacrifice all these lives for the sake of the star?
He's gonna hit him! Chill out,
When
bro.
the star has reached perfection, what then? If all who are satisfied choose to die, shall we all die in satisfaction? I do not know. Were I to take up the seat of Van Daniel, it would be tantamount to approving my predecessor's death. I do not know if it is right. And to be torn by such thoughts, I do not know if I am fit to represent mankind.
Oh shit.
Hermes! Please don't be angry.
Aww.
It hurts so.
Forgive me. If you would still consider me in spite of everything, I beg some time to gather my thoughts. Meanwhile, Hythlodaeus, I fear I must trouble you to attend to the others.
'Tis no trouble at all. Take as long as you require.
And you, my friend, I pray you find that which you seek.
A
I
waifu.
expect we have some few matters to discuss. Shall we return to the 12 Wonders for a time?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, Emmett. Aye. Sure, why not? It has been quite an exciting visit for you thus far. Oh, you weren't injured, were you? Good, good. Aww. The other Lykaons have been taken care of. The incident is resolved and life in Elpis continues as normal. Or ends, as the case may be. Rationally speaking, I understand Hermes' argument. No matter how well deserved the rest, there is a pang of sadness when a colleague leaves us. Yet never has a departure caused me such grief as Hermes appears to feel. What must it be like to experience such torment? Where to now? If there is anywhere you would like to visit before we leave, I should be glad to show you the way. Hermes has not yet outright refused his position with the convocation, merely postponed the decision. As such, I may as well resume my assessment. If we cannot accompany him, then I will content myself with questioning his colleagues. Ever the pragmatist, then allow me to remain your humble guide. And what of you two? Will you continue along with us? Wonderful! Our fellowship travels are unbroken. I say we explore another part of Elpis and see what new encounters are there to be had. If you would follow me, we will first head back towards Anagnorisis. Alright. Didn't we part ways with Hermes not far from here? Given the size of Elpis, I expect our paths will cross again before long. From here, we follow the path northwards to Newtonius. There we will find one of the Neos, which facilitate travel between the islands of Elpis. First-time travelers must be accompanied by someone with the requisite permission, which I have previously been granted. We need only use the device together once, and henceforth you will have leave to use it freely. Shall we? Wait, Ixions? It's like a small version, hey! Hey guys! Ah! I am your brother! Wait, I have the thunder, they don't. Unless the need is pressing, I won't be tracking Hermes with my ethereal sight. 'Tis poor manners to spy on someone's comings and goings in such a fashion, so don't ask. Social conventions notwithstanding, perceiving ether requires deliberate and intense concentration, and we otherwise keep our eyes on the corporeal world. Here we are, Newtonius. This Neos will take us to... help! Kalimelios Zephyros, the western island. That's it right there, looming large over us. Step this way, we can soon admire the view from above. These words are just getting harder and harder. That's some Endwalker tech right there.
I present to you Kalimelios Zephyros.
I wasn't too far off.
Here you will find a number of testing facilities, as well as the observation hub of Poiton Oikos.
Poiton Oikos.
Right then. Let's begin by...
Spriggan!
Well, well. An Arrhaeus. How delightful.
Kick him! He has another one in his pocket. Wait, what the... It's a shark!
And what, pray tell, is that?
It's a shark, dude. We already killed one of these bad boys.
Ah, that's a new species of shark. We approved the concept but a few days ago. Sharks are among the most popular sea creatures. Rare is the day when someone does not submit a new concept. At first, they were largely orthodox. Consideration
Oh, he's
given to such
hunting
things as
the...
size and environmental impact. And then a whimsical someone
Look at
thought
its
this could
teeth.
with flight. Another superior intelligence. And then the floodgates burst. Concepts with multiple heads, or arms and legs, and so on and so forth. It was getting absurd. A part of me wanted to tell them to go away and find something else to create, but in the end, I couldn't deny their passion. And here we are.
What's going on? Oh! What the fuck was that? Mama? Mother? It is. It
That was
is.
too close. Are you unharmed?
There she is.
Well now,
God, I love
if
her.
it isn't a pair of familiar faces.
The eyes as well.
Venat, that we should meet you here.
Oh, Venat. Okay. Yeah.
As I mentioned earlier, the better part of the convocation holds that when we retire is when we return to the star. Well, she is not among said majority. Even after stepping down, she carries on with her work.
Because she's the heart, right? I wonder if she's the heart already.
Venat is her name, and she is the previous Azem.
We're so alike.
It has been a while, Hythlodaeus. You look well.
Wait, did I take her job? I didn't mean to.
Less so, Emet Selk. I dare say the lines upon your brow have both deepened and doubled in number. A shame for one so young.
She's so
I must
sassy.
make an effort to frown less often.
Okay, I love her. I love her.
Easier said than done, thanks to your unruly successor.
How is he, if I may ask?
Incorrigible as ever. Rushed headlong into a volcano on the brink of eruption just the other day. I
Nice.
should be glad to share the tale in its entirety later, if you're so inclined.
Oh, you know I am. Now then, you are?
Me, little me. Oh my god, the look. Chat. Oh my god. Oh my god, the slow approach. Heart palpitations. Well.
I say, have you perchance come from the future?
She's smart too. How does she know?
I do not believe we have ever met, yet I sense my magic upon you. Therefore, if I wove the enchantment, I could only have done so at a later point in time.
Oh god. We're gonna blow up the whole universe.
What manner of magic is this, if I may ask?
A traveler's ward, of course. It prevents the corruption of one's ether.
The blessing of light. To protect you from enthrallment by primals.
Primals, you say? But I'm not familiar with such beings. But if they enthrall by warping the balance of ether, then yes, the magic would afford you a measure of protection. I gather from your question that you are not ignorant to its presence.
Right.
Hold on. From the future? That's absurd.
Hey. He knew it, surely.
What is it? Are you unable to speak of the matter?
He knows that too? Oh my god, man.
The reality to which you must return exists as a result of the final days. You cannot reshape the past to undo the tragedies of the
Throw away the
present.
key. I don't care how much mommy energy she got. I don't care if she's into me. Nope. Nothing. Wait, am I just telling her?
So, your actions here will not change your history, but they may yet affect the course of ours.
But even saying that may.
How very exciting. I'm quite fond of delving into the unknown, and there's naught more unknown than the future.
Is she saying what I think she's saying?
Until a moment finally arrives, we cannot know for certain what will come to pass, regardless of our supposed foreknowledge, so you needn't worry for us. More importantly, that you should go to such great lengths as to travel unto the past bespeaks the gravity of your quest. Will you not reveal it to us? Mayhap we can be of aid to your cause.
I can't. I'm sorry. Emmet's gonna beat it out of us.
If this is true, then you've been keeping quite the secret to yourself. As a
Bitch.
representative of the Convocation, I will hear it all. Your identity, purpose, everything.
Will you now, Mr. Eyebrows?
Why don't we move to a place more conducive to calm conversation? I've been working here for some days now at an old friend's behest. If it is agreeable, we may make use of my accommodation at Poiton Oikos.
Poiton Oikos.
We were meant to meet. I am certain of it.
I love her.
Else I wouldn't have marked you so clearly, and sent you unto myself in the past. It's precisely the sort of mischief I would get up to, and quite inspired, if I do say so myself.
Now, what would happen if future me married past Venat? Would that work? I think stuff would get monumentally fucked up there. Is that even possible? Even telling them I'm from the future causes all sorts of like uncertainties, you know? Because when you tell someone that, they start rethinking every future decision they're gonna make. Wait, is this the right one? Should I do the other one? And then you get into like determinism. Okay, well, that seems like a pretty good place to call it, I think. I am honestly, quite frankly, fascinated by all of this and where we are, when we are. We just met Venat, and I already love her. Emet's back. What? Emet is back, apparently. Well, he's not back. And also, Elpis died again. There was lots that actually happened here, but I'm thoroughly enjoying it, and I'm curious about where it all leads. My expectations are currently that we're going to explore like this gang's emotional aspects of all the decisions that led up to, you know, Venat becoming Heidelin's heart, Elpis becoming the heart of Zodiark, and all of the decisions that had to be made there. And I guess like the goodbyes and everything, which I feel like is going to be very emotional. It's something that I've been wanting the game to explore for a long time. It's always been very talking about this stuff and never really exploring it that much, but it's been building slowly this expansion, and now we're finally amongst them. I just hope this isn't short-lived and we head back and, you know, we're back with the Scions again. I really want to explore this in depth and just see what's happened here. At this point, anything is up in the air and up for grabs. After the whole Zodiark thing, that was a, you know, a wrench thrown in things. So I'm sure you guys were all like that at the same time. So I'm glad that you guys can get to kind of relive that with me a little bit. I'm excited. I'm curious about just everything that is going to help us. I'm assuming, I mean, it's Final Fantasy. We never truly die. I feel like we're going to solve the final days. So I'm assuming like this stuff is going to help us in that respect. But that's going to do it for this one. I really appreciate you guys watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. Become a channel member if you want to help support the channel. Appreciate all the channel members and everybody who's stops by a stream or whatever and gifts memberships. You guys really help support the channel and stuff. So Appreciate you guys a ton. Thank you guys. Head on over to Twitch as well if you want to catch streams over there. All the links and stuff are in the description. Discord if you want to hang out or get involved with any of the raiding stuff that we do. Appreciate you guys, and I hope to see you for the next one. Take care. Peace.